Hello again, my friends. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, future friends. I'm Hambbage, and I'm so thrilled that you guys dropped by. Let's play some more hardcore vanilla Minecraft. What do you say? Get this slide out of the way, and boy, do we have excitement coming. I am thrilled. We have one or two minor little tasks just to finish up here right in front of us when our world loads, and then we are building a tower. Or at least getting to the point where we're like, man, we need a lot more materials for this tower. Um, and I can't wait. I'm super excited about it. So we've got two boxes out here. We want to get TNT and potions. And now it seems to me that I was like thinking, oh, let me talk about that when we get there. But I don't remember what we were going to talk about. It's okay though. The other piece is that we'll let these cook off. We had this stuff here. I swear it's not the next day or anything, folks. Do we have more raw salmon sitting around? No, I just cooked. Okay. I just took a little longer break than anticipated. This was one of the things we were going to do, was put this into here for a all fire res all the time potion box. I know that. This, I think we have, oh, we do have fire res. So, we're going to have those separate. And I think, real quick, don't know if we had any extra TNT left. We do. Look at that. So, TNT box. This one can go away. Let's grab these three. Now, hopefully, that's done. Another stack in there. There we go. I'm assuming these still have a ways to go. They do. Okay. Let's go see what we can do with our chests. We should have all four of those. Hey, doggies. How you doing? So a couple things. I definitely enjoy getting up, getting outside. It's, again, just perfect. Like, kissing 80 degrees outside. And I know, for those of you folks up in the northwest or the northeast of the United States, or North America, more or less, I know Canada's getting cooked a little bit too. All you guys, my condolences. We got through a bit of that already so far this year, so I can appreciate and commiserate with you guys on getting the heat turned up outside. TNT, what exactly did we need there? Gunpowder and sand. Well, we've got those. Let's do... This is where I wish I was still shulkered up. Now, these are not balanced, I know, so we're going to end up with extras growing, but we have some overflow space. So we'll just keep grabbing them a row at a time till either we run out or the box gets filled. If we've got a full shulker of TNT, I think we are set and can consider ourselves well equipped for a adventure trip into the nether. Nope, we gotta make it first. Come on, Hambbage. Get it done. But in case you guys think I'm just playing and we're not really serious about getting this tower done, while I was on break and just kind of setting up the upload of the 187 video, I think the last one that we just recorded, I was actually looking at, I pulled up and not for publication or anything. I will gladly refer you to the Minecraft fan, whatever the wiki is. They have someone's pulled the image of the Minecraft circles plots in there, and I just pulled from there, screenshotted it, and then saved that as a slide so we can look at it together as we're setting up here. Kind of do that as a starting point on our building adventure, or I guess a reference on our building adventure. I don't even know what the diameter is anymore. Totally in the past now. No, that's not even the right stuff. So yeah, and I was out looking at images of 17th century coastal forts, I think is what it went to. And while I didn't, it basically just reinforced that, yeah, you've got the right mental image kind of going on. You're not off base, but saw an awesome one, or pictures of one from Portugal. And I don't think, I think it was just kind of, this is what we do at that time, kind of state of the state. But really cool. And I grabbed the name of it. When we get to the building and I'm bouncing between different images, I'll try to slaughter its name for you. I think, I think most people are familiar with Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo. I don't know. I don't have that one in front of me. But I think most people are familiar with that name and the pronunciation. Well, this is like Sao, or now I don't have it in front of me here, obviously. Well, let me wait before I completely slaughter it, and I'll pull up the word at least in front of me so I can try to read it and say it, and at least slaughter the words instead of pretending like I remember the words and then slaughtering them. But really cool. It's this pentagonal coastal fortress in Brazil, and I think it's, and I don't know what Sao is, if that's coast or fort or something, and I don't know what Sao Paulo in Brazil. I'm assuming that's Saint Paul, and this would be then Sao, and I think it's John. It's Joa with the little Enye thing over the top of it. Oh no, what am I doing here? So I'm not sure, but I think it's St. John the Baptist Fort is what I'm guessing the translation is. And easy enough, we could throw it in Google Translate and it would tell us, I'm sure. But I'm guessing it's St. John the Baptist. So John, I assume, in Portuguese, which appears to be J-O-A with an N-A-O. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's the fort, and it looks so cool. I will throw it in the comments of this video now that we've talked about it all, the name of it, so you guys can check it out if you want to. But that is one really cool that I don't think I'd ever particularly seen photos of or looked at, but I've seen lots of forts that kind of have that. Just nothing that's that kind of right, not right as in like correct, but right as in like a right triangle, right pentagram. No, it's not, I don't think it was satanic. Pentagon. Then with the diamonds on the points, and it looks so cool. I think I would really like to do, so I was worried we were getting low there, do something in our build that relies on that kind of a model. And that's not going to be what we do here at all. We're already kind of set on a round 3/4 of a pie type build in this one. But I'm thinking maybe like out to the south. For those of you guys that's the test. If you know the directions here, then you know which angle that would be. Okay, I think this will do us. We'll leave 2 stacks of gunpowder just in case we need it for anything. I don't know, I'm still just pulling these by stack. I should have just double clicked, but whatever. We'll dump the excess. Yeah, I think like twins of those out. Kind of on, so we're going to have in our back areas, I like to think of it, kind of the lagoon that's surrounded by the jungle trees and the bamboo garden and the little place where we park our, not the place next to S'more where we park the boats, but when we approach from the other directions, we've got kind of harborage there. And I think the 2 main entrances, kind of to the east and west of that area, that are both roughly parallel, but on the south side, we could put in fortresses like that are kind of twins of one another on both sides, not connected to our little fort, but out. And that's how this one's kind of dry land. It's on the sand, but it's kind of just out by itself, right? It's not, certainly not, there's a little town next to it, and it's kind of the character around that town. Okay, so that was a bit of a sidetrack. Now we've got lots of fire res, and we're just gonna jam up this box. I did drop that one. One more. Well, I'd say that between that and that, we are pretty well equipped for... Oh, these go here. Rockets. We're pretty good on rockets, too. We got 10 stacks. 2 of those are wings. So we've got 13 full, at least close to full stacks of rockets. We're pretty good there. And, next time, or if we need to finish off these tools when we get done with the build, we'll go over to the, whatchamacallit, darkroom spawner. Okay, jump boost. These night visions, hate to say this, guys, but after all the time we spent last night as I was watching a stream, I kind of realized that I totally goofed. Well, I didn't totally goof, and I don't regret it, really. I just made things a little backwards for ideal purposes. How are we going to differentiate these? Let's go like this. And maybe this is what I was thinking of with the potions. At the end of the last episode. So I'm glad I got it back. I was watching a stream last night, I believe, and it just so happened that person was going after amethyst as well. And, we'd spent all this time setting up, learning all about the buds and the shards and making the new blocks and everything. Yay, we got it. It's all set. And I was kind of thinking to myself after that, I don't think we really talked about this on stream, but it would really be ideal, instead of going down and looking for abandoned mine shafts and stuff just to kill the time as we did, to find a place where you have 3 or 4 of those geodes all in a tight cluster that are all going to be in the spawn chunks. Maybe we did talk about this. I apologize if I'm repeating myself a little bit. Find a cluster of geodes so that they're all there, and set those up as a farm so that you're growing your shards, and at the same time maybe you have a different dark room spawn. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Maybe you have a I don't know, just a crop, something like this little base area. It could be anything. Could be, it won't be around our spawn chunks because we don't have geodes at 17. But if you got lucky in spawn chunks, you could certainly use as such. Okay, we I think are all set here. So let's do 3 irons. Okay. Oh, we don't even need to. We are all set here. I don't know why we didn't harvest it. We have both tools in hand. Pull that. These I don't think will be ready. So tools in hand. And here, tools in hand. So we're not getting a ton, but the shovel, as you can see, is now up into the yellow, and the pick is deeper into the yellow. We still don't know what we're doing with the copper. I know we must have made a place where we put all of our waxed copper, right? I have no idea where that is, though. So we're just going to jam it into there for now. Tools, I think we're good on. I hear either guava or mobs outside. But now we're on it. I see you, creeper. Do not blow up my gate. Any other creepers? Okay, you're gone. Good. Chicken, you're cool. You can hang. So boat parking, that was what I was talking about. So my thought is that you have that side and you have that side, and these represent kind of our harbor, and then we'll have kind of a walled in enclosed, and all this is going to have a wall around it with some variety of towers and whatnot. And I've been looking at images of all that kind of stuff to help us build out. And again, none of this is going to be too completely reality based. We're going to take all the liberties we want. But what I'm thinking is, out beyond our wall, both in this direction and in that direction, we have twin of these pentagon with diamond points sea fortresses. And that one can even sort of play the role of bridging us out to the lodge, right? Because it will then connect and be visible. So I'm excited about that. Really, again, we're just trying to get to this tower that we're going to right now. But I do think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Now, kind of torn. I'd really like to have the totem in hand. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, how painful is this going to be? Let's just count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so 31 from end to end, including those, right? We got to make sure that these all match, which is what we're doing right now. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's good. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Perfect. So we just double checking that should have been right anyway. So we've got a central point and then radius of 15 in each direction, which gives us diameters of 31. don't correct me too badly if the radius doesn't include a central point. It's been a long time since I did geometry. Anyway, we've got a 31 diameter circle, and this is where we now need to collectively hold our breath. Okay, I'm not going to try to screw this up. If I go into the deck, image, load it, expand it, you guys should be seeing this, right? So now I need, oh, wait, why are you not seeing it? Why am I not seeing it? Let's uncapture. What's going on here? Why can't I see it big size? Oh, because it's just a slide, maybe. Okay, well, hang on. So I'm going to maximize this so I can see it too. So 31, you can see the circles here. Again, this is a very common chart. If you haven't seen it, this predated like Plots. Anybody that's heard of Plots, Plotz, which does the spheres and all of the big builds that you see. It's crazy how many worlds have, or how many YouTube channels have a lighthouse and a wizard's tower and snowmen. Huh, it's funny. Those all come right off the front page of Plots. But Plots is awesome. Huge shout out to them. I haven't done anything that big to really use them yet. I say yet, if things go right here, maybe we will. But we're looking at this circle, and I don't know if you guys are seeing my cursor in this or not in the video, but look to the right-hand side and look down 2 rows, and you've got the 31 circle. And this is a tight view of our tower. So bear with me just a second here. Let's do this. You guys are going to see that, here. Let's turn that off, turn this on. You guys can at least look at the beach as we go. I'm going to do something. Oh, you can't even do that. I lied. I'll launch a new window. Okay. Now, here, big. You guys are seeing big. I'm going here. I hope that doesn't cover it up. I don't know. I don't have a second monitor yet, but we're getting there. I hope. Close. Open. Open? What I'm trying to do is resize this to let's call it 800 by 800. So Control N, 800, 800. Okay. Boom. Can I just do this? Bear with me, guys. I'm trying for you. Wow. This is epically fuzzy bad, but it should work. So let's save that. You guys are going to love this. Aren't you glad that I'm doing this while you can't even see it? Oh, it's so good. Okay, ready? You feel excited yet? Image. Fuzzy circle. I had to title it. Okay. Browse. Fuzzy circle. Okay. Now, to make fuzzy circle even fuzzier, I'm going to blow it up to the whole screen. And you guys should be seeing this, right? Awesome. So, now I'm going to blow up the window as much as I can. So here's what we're seeing. And again, I don't know if you guys can completely see it. It's so just hybrid out of a screen grab that you may not. But if we envision this just from the way we're standing right here and we're looking outward, right? So if we count out these blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. That's how we're starting. What we're going to do is count each of these, and I'm not going to bounce you guys back and forth as I do it, but I want you to get a look. So basically on each side of our tower, we're going to have 7 blocks in a row, then 3, then 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, right? All that makes sense because remember it now or screen cap the video so that you guys can see this and understand what we're working on. It makes sense. It's very similar to the other tower that we just did. Sometimes in these you'll get like overlaps where it's like we're making a circle and it's more to be visible from above, so there'll be some overlap, but they do a good job of not having too many wasted blocks. We're nice and flat here. What we're also going to do, and what I'm not going to bother to show because you guys don't want to have to suffer through that, we're also going to have a 29 because I want to have a little bit of a taper as we go up. So at the top of this tower, we're going to be in a smaller perimeter so that all of this tower can have a little bit of a cant to it, and that would be totally typical. If you go look at any of the fortifications that were out there, they're not straight walls. They're slightly off center, top to bottom, for stability. So that's something else we're going to do here. But hope that all makes sense. Again, sorry for the delay, but that is a lot of the behind the scenes of the building. If you just go look at if you search Minecraft circles in Google, you'll get that first image that I showed. And we'll have plenty of goodness to look at. All right, nothing blocking the screen. Let's get back to it. So, we don't have any stuff in hand. Hey, chicken. Get you guys away. We can have just enough over here. So if I remember correctly, I'm just going from memory. Hopefully that's all we need. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess for here we can just place and break. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. 1. I don't want to try to guess it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, darn it. Wow. So, been a long time since we did any building in water. All right, now these should all just be a nice diagonal. There. Then, can we not? Wow. Nope. Ah! Wait, did I? How are we already wrong? What's going on? It's going to be 7, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, no, that's the 2. For real. Just... Okay. It's a 7 side. That's a 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 in between. All right, let me check my work. You guys just sit tight. Maybe it's easier to just check it here. Fuzzy circle. See? You guys don't miss out on anything. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, or 4, whatever. Okay, get rid of that. Back. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Perfect. Oh, so good. Now we've got this question. Let's try not to break this shovel. I don't know what we want to do with the outside yet, but I think we want to build it assuming that at least on the inside we'll have the full deal, right? So 1, 2, 3. And the hill may come up to greet it, so to speak, but so that's 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 2. Two, right? Then we've got our 1, so let's cut this out. Oof. Maybe let's go to the other side. What do you say? Let's cut this back. So we want 3 here. Ooh. 3 here. Two. And then 1. 2. Oh. 4. 2. Hey, it worked. And I bet we don't have a bed on us, do we? We do have a bed. Look at us. We're so ready for work outside in the overworld. Sleep. So this is our internal perimeter. And once again, as with our darkroom spawner and everything else that's sitting, I kind of want to make our watery part supported underneath by more natural watery stuff, right? You wouldn't use sandstone all the way down, and maybe not even here, but to start at least, I think it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know how you haven't drowned yet, but I hope when you do, you somehow get a trident. No, 3, right? Then 2. And then should be 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're touching. There he goes. Did you get a trident? That would make my whole hope for this world so much better. Where'd you go? Thank you for ensuring that we had some continuing fun. So, this side, remember, we talked about, is going to be open and not a part of the tower, because we want that space to build into our kind of what's the word for those thingy-majobbers? You guys know. I'll think of it someday. Since we have a bunch of dirt, I don't know that I want to completely cut off the water there, but I know I want to reclaim at least some of this space regardless. So we'll kind of do that for now, just for more working space. And I don't know what the floors and all that are going to be in here. Much less what we're going to do for filling. And, you know, maybe a deep undersea access. I don't know. That would be kind of cool, right? A little secret underwater entrance. We'll see. For now, though, what do we want to do? I guess let's cut the hill. That's an easy brain. First of all, let's see what we're doing on time here. 38. Awesome. We can do a lot. What's up, bees? Good to see our bees again. We should probably, as we're working on this project, get in the habit of harvesting our bees, because we need that beeswax or honeycomb or whatever we call the stuff we wax our copper with. Because I'm digging the shiny copper, not the green oxidized copper. I mean, I'd like a mix, and really for for the build. I think a blend of them would be great. Kind of freezing it ourselves, but in a more natural state of, I don't know if decay is the right word exactly, but yeah, whatever. So what do we have for... We have 3 mossy cobblestone and a few mossy stone bricks. And nowhere to put anything. And as long as we're cleaning, let's clean up some ender drops. Remember when this was an exciting adventure down into the depths? So long ago now. Junk. Let's make you a dirt, because we're going to need a lot of fill. So I think now that we've gone and done all this, let's start replacing, I guess, at least there. And of course I got rid of all the... Oh, we have stone now. That's perfect. I don't know if we're going to leave this long term, but at least until we get everything stylized, that'll be nice to have. And let's go ahead and cap these for now. I think we'll have some variety in the blocks. We talked about that, and I think water lines are a great stylistic choice. Because if you look out in the world, anywhere where there's a coast, and you can do this online with pictures, or if you happen to live along a coast or a river or anything, you know, it's just there to see. Anywhere that tide and things grows, you get this kind of mossy look where there's aquatic growth happening on any, you know, whether it's a wood or stone or anything else that's semi or occasionally submerged, you know, whether that's tidal or river flowing by and just being dry seasons and wet seasons, whatever. You get a lot of that growth stuff that sometimes is apparent, sometimes is not, sometimes is submerged, sometimes isn't. And we may do some vines and things that accommodate that a little bit. I'll try to have a little fun with it. What I'm trying not to do is completely waste these, and hopefully we don't have too many dolphins that take up residence. Yeah, we hear you, Mr. Gurgles. Glad I didn't fall in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still, none of you have any tridents to share, huh? Get a quick sleep in here. Well, I'd hope to be a lot more filled in. Have the internal timer, which is very subject to second guessing, is going off in my head. That was never a block. Now we gotta get the stone back out. But again, remember, I want to have a little bit of canting, so some of these aren't gonna have too terribly long to be visible. Yeah, we never came back and cleaned up in here. Here we did. And then here. Yeah, I'm glad we got enough of this just to work. That's awesome. Oop, if I don't misplace them. Alright, let's go for a swim, get as many of these gathered up as we can find and locate, and some zombie fleshes too. Oh, not all of them. That. There. Alright, pretty good, right? That clay will be visible from outside. Oh, there's some. It's a bee. There. Okay. So, now, below the surface, how far do we want to maintain our own man-made appearance? And how much, I think maybe if any place on the tower, it would be through the little channel part that we would have some extra watery stuff. And I'd like to see if we can do vines or something else to keep some sea green coming up and transitioning better with the redstone, the red sandstone, than the than just the stone brick. Okay, let's put all but some of this back. Let's put these in here as junk. Got some copper though. Stone, stone. Combine those. Mossy stone we'll hold on to. Where did my dirt go? Man, that dirt has kind of evaporated, didn't it? Okay, so whatever we do on the outer edges, we want to have this be our inner for sure. Oh, it's weird how often you like just randomly start swimming. Ah. Squid, don't you mess with me. What? Ah. May not be a problem, but I don't want to give it the chance to be either. So yeah, real ugly at the moment, but necessary. I think that's... Oh, that's not squid noise. I was going to say, I think that's all just harmless squid noises. Till you came along, sir. Ruined it for everybody. And while I think that, you know, to a certain depth at least, all this is going to be faced. And in fact, I know, you know, even if it's dirt, it wouldn't make sense to have hollowed out under the edge of your wall underwater. So it's got to stand on something. So we're going to... that does limit our access a little bit. Oop. We're going to have to fill all that in, but at least for my sake, I think this outer edge just with regular dirt keeps it from potentially being the sod lines. For as long as possible. And here, I don't mind using the sod at all. Because it's never going to be visible, right? So just a good way to get rid of otherwise fill blocks. We're not going to have dirt floor inside our tower. And we may have, you know, we may end up digging all this back out again to have, you know, either a subterranean water entrance kind of thing, or guess I'm just doing that now. Or, I don't know, just storage basements or whatever. You know, if you were hollowing this out for a tower and it had been extended out into the footprint of the sea or lake or river or wherever you're building your fort, you would still have to first hollow out and then drain the area and make sure that it was solid. Either fill it or use the space. And as long as it wasn't extra leaky, I would think it would be pretty good, you know, storage or whatever, dungeon, prison space. Yeah, maybe we make some cells thrown down there. It'd be dank and wet. No, certainly no view, right? You're not going to open a window into into flooded area, so that would be an intriguing use of the space. Get some of those good old iron bars, use them. Alright, well, we've filled up a bit of dirt. I think that is our next priority, though. It's going to be a lot easier to erect this thing if we're not bouncing in and out of the water the whole time. So, what are we doing time-wise? 55, good. Let's do this. Spend the night indoors. Take all this stuff. That's all there. Mossy stone bricks. We do want to look at maybe doing some more with that. So I should just sleep and cracked. I wouldn't mind some cracked mossy either. We got more of that. Hey, S'more. Yeah, you get to watch all the action again. Like, sometimes he has a front row seat, and then for ages, it's like, what? Where do you guys go? Why doesn't anybody want to come outside and play? So, now he's on the upswing. Anyway, got plenty more downstairs. Let's just combine that. Let's put this copper away. Ooh, let's flip these. Speaking of which, full loads on all of them. Need our shovel in hand again. I don't know if one or the other has more XP to be had. Kinda sounds irony. Hey, I think that's some degree of measurable improvement. I don't know how much, really, but I'm seeing it's something. More copper. Still haven't located those copper blocks yet, have we? Let's check downstairs when we go down. So we want to load up dirt. We may use shulkers for that. Let's see how much we've got down here. And then see if we have copper storage and look at mossy cobble. Oh, so now it wants moss. It didn't used to. It used to want something else. I mean, I guess that makes sense now that we have moss, right? So we've got to figure that out too. Because I think the moss kind of levels everything. Do we leave that upstairs? Probably. Do we see a copper box? That was all our terracotta. What did I do with all that copper, guys? Comments, please, because I know we did some, we waxed it. That's coming along well. Come on, copper. Where are you at? Oh. I leave it out by the bees or something? Oh, this is no good. I didn't notice it outside in any of the building supplies. How's that sound for you guys? You loving that? I know I am. Over here, maybe. No? don't know. All right, let's see how much dirt we have. Well, that's a shulker. Ooh, grassy dirt. What was that in there? Oh, mycelium and puzzle. Okay. We used up all our gravel. Huh. I was thinking we might have a little bit more to work with, honestly. Let's get 3 shulkers. Come on. So this is your chance. Get in before we need to go get dirt for something eventually. You know, I'm sure we can fill in with netherrack if we have to for fill block. In fact, that's probably what we should be doing. We'll just work with this, but if we need more netherrack, it is. I mean, it is dirt, right? It's not like it's tough to come by, but kind of funny to see us grabbing every little bit. We got the stuff upstairs, so I'm not worried. Any leftovers? Still real worried though about that copper. Oh, did we make a second chest for it, maybe? Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, so we got all these. We're no closer to using those, although we could use just the stone bricks deeper. Under the surface. How are we doing on time now? 102, 103. Alright, well let's go get situated here, and then we'll wrap up and come back for more. There's those. Keep that mossy cobble up at least. Maybe we'll do it here just to kind of mark that. I think no matter what we do with some of the rest of this, we have kind of a filled quay or walkway or something in this. In fact, I know we're already long. So that was it. I had 3. I used them. That was my one chance. Nope. Why not? Kind of the haphazard look, right? Ooh, not necessarily there. I don't know what's coming here, but we'll want to have some kind of an edging for this internal wall too. Okay, that's it. Let's. I'm gonna have to get a scaffolding over here. F1, F5, F5. Zoop. I don't know why I always line myself up backwards. There we go. Got a screenshot. Back to the worksite. Save and quit to title. Bring this back up. It still appears as though you guys are seeing a good video. I hope the audio and everything has been working, and we're at an hour and 6 minutes. So another one just a hair over, but I think we kept that pretty well in check. Say it every time, but I mean it each and every one. Thank you so much for coming by and checking us out. I hope you're enjoying the content. Our build is underway, guys. The red tower is started. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it, I hope, in terms of getting something that kind of counters but rounds out at least that side of our base and can start us thinking more in terms of wrapping it around and having our little town spring up on the inside. Once we kind of get a corner and are pushing it out and at least have through the water side, we can clear the remaining trees. We can start maybe laying out a few buildings within our confines and really transforming what's living in a tower and underground into a few different purpose-built buildings and having some fun just playing around when we bring back our stuff. Yeah, it may not be as efficient, but we're not going about efficient. We're going about fun, enjoying Minecraft. So I can't wait, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you didn't mind the chaos there a little bit with the circles. But I know when I was starting out, people would just be like, "Oh yeah, here we go," and it's like, "What are you doing?" It basically is just a grid, and somebody at some point plotted that out. Like I said, in the background, I'm gonna run the numbers for the 29 circle as well, because we're going to want to taper the tower in, but we're going to do some fun stuff. Like I said, we've got the light sandstone for a reason as well. So all kinds of fun to come, and I hope you'll tune in for more as we build this thing up and it starts climbing up towards the sky. But until next time, enjoy a good break. I know I will, and we'll see you back here for the next one. Bye now. Stay awesome.